Hello, Lucy.
Hello.
John and myself, we're just here by our ancient, I think, laid hedge, because when you look at this structure down in here, and John, you helped me clearing all this because it was covered with ivy, and because the wood's live, we had lots of apical growth on it, shoots and the like. So they've all been cut off now, and we're showing this. It's almost like a sculpture in the garden, actually.
Oops.
But John, you must have been slightly puzzled by what you were doing here, really.
I was wondering why you were clearing it, but now that you've cleared it, it looks fab.
It does, doesn't
and
it?
also gives a view to the garden.
Yeah, that's what we had originally tended, actually. These windows that show through. But do you know anything about hedge laying at all?
I know that they cut it at an angle and lean it over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what you can see here, really, because all these angles were made, I reckon, I'm going to put an estimate on it of maybe about 150 years, 200 years ago. And in fact, hedge laying was actually introduced by the Romans, so it goes back over 2,000 years. But once we'd discovered this, because there was lots of blackthorn and weeds in between, once we'd exposed this structure, well, we thought, well, why not do a little bit more with it? And that's why I've just been explaining to you. So he was the principal of Plumpton Agricultural College.
Yeah.
He came out here with his mate, and I asked them to lay the hedge at 2 metres, and there you can see one of their cuts. Yeah. Now normally,
I've never seen it at high.
no, I think it's absolutely unique, actually. They were quite worried about it. Lucy, if you can just show folk, this is one of the cuts which would have been slashed with an axe, and then what they've done, they've bent it through 90 degrees, and they were quite worried about it, that has to be said, because they didn't think that it would live, that the sap would travel through. But it has, and what we've done is create this little hedge on top. So what would you give it out of 10 then, John?
10 out of 10, obviously.
John's my best mate. He always gives me 10 out of 10.
Yeah, £50 next.
Yeah.
Okay.